Ransomware isn't new, but it's far from going away. In fact, it continues to be one of the most serious cybersecurity threats that organizations face. Google expects ransomware to remain a top internet security issue in 2026, and the numbers support that prediction. In a global survey of 5,000 organizations, 59% reported being hit by ransomware in the past year. And even though slightly fewer organizations were affected compared to previous years, the financial impact has actually gone up. Average recovery costs are now around $2.7 million. And more than half of organizations still end up paying the ransom. Most organizations say ransomware doesn't completely wipe out their environment, but even when it only affects a portion of systems, it can cause significant disruption. Downtime, lost data, compliance issues, regulatory exposure, and reputational damage are all real consequences. So why does ransomware keep succeeding year after year? It's not because organizations lack security tools. Firewalls, endpoint protection, and email filtering, and even monitoring platforms are common and standard across many organizations. The real challenge is prioritization. Security teams often struggle with three questions: which ransomware techniques are most dangerous, which controls actually will stop them, and how can investments be prioritized to reduce risk in a way that is measurable and meaningful for the business. This is where cybersecurity frameworks come in. They help bring structure to a complex problem. MITRE, for example, explains how attackers operate. NIST SP 853 provides a detailed catalog of defense controls. FAIR takes the final step, translating all of this into financial terms. On their own, each of these frameworks is valuable, but when you combine them, they become much more powerful. MITRE helps us understand attacker behavior. NIST helps us understand what controls exist, and MITRE's Center for Threat-Informed Defense maps these together, creating a common language between offense and defense. The cybersecurity framework then categorizes controls based on what they actually do in the environment. And FAIR translates technical risk into business impact. Let's bring this to life with real ransomware techniques. Across multiple threat intelligence reports, attackers often exploit external remote services, steal or abuse credentials, deliver phishing emails, execute scripts, dump credentials, steal data from cloud storage, deploy remote access tools, and even disable recovery mechanisms. These techniques are not random, they follow consistent patterns. Mapping these techniques to NIST controls, and then understanding how each control is categorized in the cybersecurity framework gives organizations more clarity. Some controls prevent attacks, some detect them, others limit damage, and some support recovery. Understanding these differences is critical because not every control reduces risk in the same way. And knowing which ones do allows teams to focus their efforts where it matters most. Instead of asking, "Are we secure?" organizations can then ask, "How likely is ransomware to succeed here, and what would it cost us?" That shift turns cybersecurity from a reactive checklist into a measured, business-informed strategy. It allows teams to make decisions based on data, not guesswork, and it allows leaders to understand the value of investing in specific controls. If you'd like to learn more about cybersecurity frameworks, reach out to K2GRC. And you've already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.